Okay, y'all. I have posted the last two workouts did with you in recovery. And I thought about that title. It's a Wednesday, and I put Wednesday recovery workout or recovery. And I'm thinking maybe they think I'm in drug recovery or something, the way I act. Anyway, it's recovery from surgery, recovery from injury, recovery from off for a long time. That's what's recovery. And this is what it looks like. Okay. With that said, I am barefooted. Yes, I am. And I'm going to put my little gloves on because I am today going to lift 6 pounds. And Tina's telling me, don't do it. She's shaking her head, don't do it. I'm going to be careful. And I'm going to show you what entering into lifting anything might be. And you do start with body weight. So here I'm standing. I can make this much more challenging simply by standing on this. When you take this, because it's very spongy, and you put it in the floor, it's going to be rocking and rolling all over the place. Well, I'm trying to mitigate too much pull on abdominal. So I'm going to do the beginning section today, barefooted on the floor. Okay, let me get my little rod. Okay, everybody should have a rod. And just so y'all know, I've been cleared to lift 5 to 8 pounds using both hands. There. But if I stand like this and I step into this move and I let my knee go over my toe a little, guess what? By doing this, my tummy's in, so it's braced. My shoulders are down. I'm teeth together. Tuck the chin. Act like somebody's pulling you up from the top of your head. That means your rib cage is up. When I take a step, and I really try to hold on to it so that it doesn't wobble. But when I do this, see, when I do this, and I take my toe, not my whole foot, right here I'm on my toe. When I bring it up, and you should all be feeling the pressure in the leg. Yeah, that's for sure. But you're doing a body weight maneuver to wake up all of your muscles. When you do a one-legged stance, I'll do it this way. See, I'm going to go like this, just like I'm going to step. But then you line up. So don't release the toe until you've lined up. And if you're doing this with a weight vest on, wow, this is a great work. I either hold my counter, my wall, my chair, my little bar here, whatever. Tummy is in, shoulders are down, I'm breathing through my nose, tuck my chin, and then I shift my knee. See, I'm shifting my knee so that it puts pressure on the balls of my feet. Now I'm on my whole foot, but the pressure goes into the ball of the foot. And then if I take this toe right back here, keep your tummy tight, drop your shoulders, breathe through the nose, then I lift right there. Back extensors, gluteal, hamstrings, quadriceps, your whole lower leg, and especially your trunk. And if you're pressing down on your shoulders, you've just engaged your whole body. That's what you got to know. So it's not hard, but it's not easy either. Switch, okay? If you have a weight vest, or if you want to go ahead and pick up some weights, hold it in one hand, then the other, Always have one hand available to keep your safety sphere going. So I'm going to go just like this. I'm going to act like I'm going to walk. I'm going to go rib cage up, drop my shoulders, drop my chin. I'm going to push my knee over the toe. That's crucial here, but you got to say rib cage up. And then you have your toe back here, and some of you may not feel comfortable releasing your toe. You might feel too wonky. That's okay. Push that knee so that it's over the toes. Drop your shoulders. Tighten. Lift. Drop the shoulders. Ear is over the shoulder. Keep my chin tucked. And I'm just hanging out here. And I've got to keep my toes very swayed. Splayed right there. And I'm just holding. See, I'm just holding. I'm not doing repetitions. I'm holding. I could have a weight right here. I could have a weight, and I could be doing this. See? Take big breaths. Take big breaths. Don't turn the toe out. Do not turn the toe out. Breath, and then shift and put your leg back. Do you see what I just did? I didn't bend my back. I went back into a full foot, tight tummy, drop my shoulders, breath through my nose. I went all the way back here. Now look at this front foot. See here? I'm coming right up here. I'm on the heel. See that? Now I'm sitting back. Okay? Hang on to a chair, a wall, sit back. Rib cage up. Drop your shoulders. Bring the knee up. Right to there. Okay, so this one maneuver, the one we started with, and then we do the sinking back as if we were going to sit down with one leg. Do you see that? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get you to. Now, that is a pretty big move. For me right now, if I had a chair under me, and I'll do it here in a minute, show you. But for me to sit down with one leg, with this leg up here, keeping my back extended, you're going to feel pressure everywhere through your legs, tight tummy, back, shoulders, and then put that down right there. See that? Then you're ready to do the hold again. If you even did 3 of these, I'm not kidding you. They've done what? Where do I base my statements on? I read a lot of research. They're doing a lot of study on how to age better these days. And if you look at anything, you got to know that, okay? So I had this one out here. I had this one here. Instead of doing that leg again, I'm going to switch. So I'm going to go step, just like I was going to step, a normal step. See how I went to my toe in the back? Drop my shoulders, drop my chin, hang on to my pole, or a chair, or a counter, or a wall. But here's what you got to know. I'm going to take this knee, and as I push forward as far as I can, see, I'm going to keep the back from rounding. No kyphosis. Don't stick your chin out. The chin is tucked. Big breath, braced, shoulders down. My knee is going out as far as it can, and now here's the clincher. Squeeze your gluteal and release your toe and back. And you're hanging out here. And that knee is pushing over the toe. Take a big deep breath, and then we're holding. And I'm using my rod, but I'm using it very minimally. I'm not like bearing down hard on it. Shoulders down, take a breath. If I wanted to, I could be here with one weight and doing this, or just holding the weight. See, that's how if you're cleared to lift, you would just hold the weight right here. Because see, in holding the weight right here, you don't even have to lift it. Just hold the weight. That right there is going to pull and make your back, your shoulders, your core work. Just this. Then you put your foot down and back. See that? And you bend it. And you act like, make sure your toe is forward. Don't turn it. You act like you're going to sit down with one leg and you're going to bring this knee up. And you act like you're going to sit down. See, just push your butt down just a little, not a lot, enough for your muscles to be telling you, oh my goodness, what is she trying or what is he trying to do? You're trying to sit down with one leg. Keep your toes forward, splayed. Breath, breath, breath. Drop your chin, big breath through the nose. Bring that knee up, bring that knee up. Try to sit down, try to sit down, try to sit down, try to sit down, and can come down. Take a big deep breath. Okay, if you did that whole segment with me, you should be feeling zingers right through here. Yeah, on the leg that's in the back, switch. You get the idea. I know it. Okay, one-legged standing. One of the best ways, especially if you have a backpack on or if you have a weight vest on or if you're just holding some weights. So if you really want to get some weight in here, I would suggest you hold one weight at a time so that you can have a safety net. Okay? Okay, you go from that to softening your knee. Here is my little bar. Let's say I'm just holding this. You can put your hands on a bar or a finger. And then I want you to shift your weight into the supporting leg. The knee is soft. My shoulders are down. I'm breathing through my nose. Keep my knees soft. Don't squish up your toes. Open the toes, okay? I'm bringing that knee up as far as I can. And the goal here, y'all, is to be able to hold for 15 seconds. See, I'm not right. As soon as I said that, I started wobbling all over the place. So I'll put my pole down or I'll put my hands on the counter. Whatever you need to do. Get to where you'll hold 15 to 30 seconds. And you put your foot down when you want to put it down, and you've held this. See, I'm holding, holding, holding. So this is minimal. I have to use my abdominals, but minimally. This is primarily legs. And what I'm trying to encourage you to do, which you can do anytime through the day, anytime, stand on one foot. Just do this. Just do this. See? Don't even bring the knee up. So just rest one leg on the other leg. Keep your knee soft so it's engaged. Drop. Posture lining up. See, I can have my hands on a counter, a bed, a wall, whatever. Okay? And you're going to drift. Work at that drift. Pull it back. See? So I'm just trying to show you a scenario. You got to do one-legged challenges through your day. Do it when you're brushing your hair. Or in case of Tim, maybe we'll pick brushing your teeth. You're laughing. I know, I used to tell a lot more jokes. Maybe that's a bad thing. Anyway, see here, I want to bring what's my goal? Is to unassisted stand on one leg. Do not lock your knee. Soften the knee. Tight tummy. Braced. Breathing. Shoulders down. Bring the knee up so that you're at a 90 degrees. And you're holding it. If I really wanted you to get the best out of this little move, I'd have you sign a promissory thing that you're going to do a total of 1 to 3 minutes every day. That's not a lot, okay? That's not a lot. But we get into our zone, we get into our busynesses, and we quit doing some of these most simple things that would give you So much better balance because it's pulling and tugging and challenging all of your muscles, especially the muscles around your joints. You're keeping your tummy tightened. So I'm still on this leg. I'm still working at it. Yeah, this is my knee replaced side. This is my hip replaced side. This is my whole foot reconstruction side right here. So this kind of a thing from one leg to the other is a big deal. So now I'm going to take my bar and I just want to touch it momentarily. So when you're holding it for a long time, it's a lot. And so you just want to take a break and you want to, what I call, simulate ambulation, except we're overextending the ambulation. See that? So just so you know, after having a lot of abdominal surgery here, yeah, when you pull your tummy in and you bring your knee up exaggeratedly, like I'm doing right now, it takes a lot of core work. And if you're doing this and you have a weight vest on, oh my goodness, it's a whole different level. Okay? So I'm feeling it, but it's still okay. I'm not pulling on those stitches. Rotate, drop the shoulders. Do not start this inevitable for everybody, including me. The minute you start to pull this up, you go like this. And then we're doing this. We don't want to do that, okay? We want to work different muscles and we want to open up. So we're going to shift, tap the toe, tap, shift, tap. See, I don't want you to do this so quickly that you're not thinking and engaging, okay? My whole foot is taking this hit right here because I'm hesitating. And if you just say 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, great, that'll work. So now we're going from a holding pattern to just a hesitation pattern. Does that make sense? Shift, drop your shoulders, and I'm not even exaggerating at all. Just the first couple moves that we've done this morning, if you will just take the time to do that when you're brushing your teeth or your hair, whichever one you have. Oh dear. It will make a difference in your posture. In your posture and your balance. So whether you're recovering or not, if you're walking around, you can do this. You may have to do it with holding both sides. So be it. Just go through this range. So we've gone from just a walk, shift, lift, holding, to now an ambulation simulation, which is this, to a holding, okay? And we've been working the leg, the core, the back, and if you're working with good postural lineup, you're working your shoulders. And then you're doing a walking type of a simulated move. But then we're going to go and we're going to do the antagonistic muscles to this move. So what would that look like? And how many do I want this to do? Well, we've done some holding patterns, which really get your muscles firing. But what we want to do is get to where we can do 2 sets of 10. And see, the minute I say 2 sets of 10, somebody will go, oh, we'll do it like this. That's not how I mean. Shift, soften, posture lining up. There's about 3 or 4 things to do with posture lining up. And then you come up there and you hesitate. 1,001 even, if you just will hesitate. Open your feet, open your feet, open your feet. And then come down. See? Just take the time to give your body a chance to stand correct and let the body know what that feels like. And even if you're wonky or you're a little shaky, even if you can't come up to the 90 degrees, even if you come to here, that's okay as long as you'll hold it, okay? Okay, I'm gonna do 5 more because I'm trying to get a few little repetitions now. See, the first couple times that I come on with recovery, I pretty much worked on holding. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit of repetition going. Not fast, and that's the key thing, okay? So, here's the trainer's tip that you gotta hear. If you keep getting off, the minute you bring your foot off the ground, if you just keep losing your balance, that's very disconcerting, isn't it? So put both hands with your fingers on a counter or use a chair in your pole. Bring that leg up. But before you bring the leg up, here's the trainer's tip. Get yourself set first. So drop your shoulders and press into your feet. Bring the knee up, tight tummy, and then come back down. So a lot of times you will go to bring your leg up and you haven't set yourself. Your leg is locked. You don't even realize it. You're not lined up posturally, and you're off a little bit. And the minute you bring your leg up, then you find yourself gravitating to the ground. Okay? So I'm trying to give you one of the most effective moves that you can do through your day, anytime in your day. Just do a couple one-legged stances. Yeah, so we went from holding it to doing alternate and now to repetition, okay? So that's kind of the progression. Take a big deep breath. Take a big deep breath. Was that 5? Kathy knows. I'm counting them 1 and 2 in, Kathy. I think I have 2 more. Take a breath and go ahead and use this bar, but don't use it heavily, okay? That's a progression too, all right? Big breath, big breath, big breath. So if you were doing something like that with me, and you're barefooted, your feet start to get, starts to pull. You start to feel it in your feet. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 second, maybe 5 or 10, and I'm going to pull those toes up. See, I'm going to drop my knee. I'm going to go heel, and then I'm just going to push my butt back a tiny bit. I'm not going to bend my back, but I'm trying to stretch out my feet from my Achilles into my foot, just gently. And if you're barefooted, I hope that you even did 1 hold or 1 foot doming with a tennis ball. You can find a tennis ball anywhere. Hopefully they're not flat. So it has to be an intact tennis ball. And then you're going to be doing a 1-legged stance again. And when you're working with a rolling object, I would rather you be safe than sorry. So we've already worked out our 1-legged stances, and now I want to push. See, I want to push. So I want to roll that ball around, and then I want to dome it. I'm just going to go right back to the back of my heel area, and I'm going to dome. I'm going to dome, and I'm going to press into that heel. And when you get into the dome of the foot, you're going to put your heel down and your toes down. That's doming. You're just using the ball to keep you honest with your dome. And then you can push it toward the front of the foot, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna push a little hard and keep your heel down and your toes down. That's doming, okay? Then go to the other one. So it's right here, and you're gonna press into the ball of the foot, and then you're gonna go to the back of the heel. I hope you're taking time to do this. This is some of the things that nobody takes time to do, until they either are diagnosed with plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis, Morton's neuroma, one of those things, and then you have to do it for therapy. I'm trying to do it preventively, okay? So I'm pushing into the heel part. Then when I go to the middle of the foot to dome it, I'm going to point my toes down and my heels down. And then I push all the way into the front part of the ball of the foot, and I roll that ball around, okay? And come back again. And it'll roll a little on you. You'll have to bring it back, but you're pressing. That's the point. When your foot is in a dome position and it's on a very stiff ball, like a tennis ball, you are making your foot, you're demanding your foot open finally and get some mobility in it. So dome it down, heels down, toes are down. You're pressing really hard. You're going to feel it. And then come back. You can do this seated or you can do it standing like we're doing it right now. Okay, last part of this particular segment. We did these, remember? Yeah? We're going to go here and here. You can do it two ways. See, I have this here. If I start to drift, all I got to do is that. Or if you're at a counter or a table or a chair or a wall, same thing. So we did these, remember? Yeah. And then we did these, or that's what we're doing now. Adduction and abduction. So you're going to go out on purpose, bring it in on purpose. Out on purpose, bring it in on purpose. And the two ways you get to do this is toe. See that? Toe. And if you have a weight vest on, you're getting a great load. Ooh, I'll have to start with lighter weight in December. That's when I have clearance. Here's the second way. First way, point toe, soften your joints. Don't lean in appreciably, stay up, okay? Here's the toe, now I'm gonna go heel. And in order for me to go out and touch my heel, I've gotta do what? Lower my center of gravity, and I do it here. I don't do it by bending, okay, at the back. So it's gonna be toe, bring it in, soften your knee, breath, heel. See how I went down? See that little dip? That's the money move right there. So I'm going to turn to the side. Big breath. Drop your shoulders. Chin is tucked. Don't hang your head out here when you're doing this, especially if you have a weight vest on. Line yourself up, and you're going to go soft knee, toe, bring it in, and then dip and bring it in. See, I'm going down and up to hit my toe. Bring it in. Now I got to go down. I'm going to hit my heel. Here's my caution to you. When you go down, be ready. Your knee is going to wobble if you're not ready. And it may even wobble if you are ready. So tighten in, drop the shoulders, rib cage up. So I'm really working the back extensors now. I'm going to go toe. Big breath, bring it in, and I'm going to go heel. So I'm going to go down, heel. I'm going to hang out there for a bit. See that? Then I'm going to come up. Now I'm going to switch. I could do all 10 on one side. You may elect to do that. That will give you an overload, trust me. But I'm going to go here. I'm going to go toe, bring it in, and now I'm going to go heel. See that drop? And I'm going to bring it in. See how I came up? Yeah. I lowered my center of gravity by bending here and here, not by doing a rounded back situation, okay? This one little factoid on this move makes all the difference, And now I'm going to start practicing, if I can think it through, if I've got my move correct here, I'm going to start doing a little arm challenge. See? So I did 2 this time. Toe and then heel. So you go down very minimally when you go to the toe, and then you go down a lot more when you go to the heel. Okay? So now I'm going to go to the other side a couple times. So I'm putting that repetition in there. So I'm going to go toe first, get my line up, soften, be ready. Because now when you go down to go heel tap, this is going to be wobbling if you're not thinking it through. Bring it in, okay? Toe, bring it in. Now go down, heel. And when you go down, you want to push that butt back. Keep your shoulders down. Toe, bring it in. I'm going to go heel and bring it in. So these moves, this one, you don't do it fast, but get to where you can do a controlled, just like this, a controlled repetition. See how I come down? And you can do 2 on the same side, 3 on the same side. Pretty soon get to where you can do 10 on the same side. But in my experience in training and doing it even myself, when you're getting into 10 on the same side and then 20, you start speeding up. You start losing the control, okay? Here we go. See, my butt's back. I had to go a lot deeper. This is my hip replace side. This is my knee replace side. Yeah, this is the side that I feel that I know I have arthritis in, that I'm trying to really work on the muscles around that joint. One more time. Toe, rib cage up, bring it in. Okay, now heel. See how I had to drop and come in, and I came back up. I'm going to go toe, bring it in, breath. Now heel. See that? And come back up. I'm going to do 2 on here. I'm going to go toe, line up, get ready, drop, push the butt back. And if you have a weight vest on right now, I know you're feeling this. Okay, I just know it. Oh, I meant to do toe and come up, and then heel and come up. So I like to get you to go down and up. And so I did 2 or 3 on each side, and we did several of them. Excuse me. Anyway, okay, last one on the hip, the whole hip, leg, foot issues with your getting your core on target. Here's my chair, here's my rod. I'm going to come into this move, okay? So I'm really acting like my whole body is a lever. Use your hands lightly, if you use them at all. But you're going to put the toe back there, and as this comes up, this you're doing like the pecking bird. See, you can put your hand up here. So we're doing that all important quadruped move. Okay. So I'm right here, and I'm just going to bring my arm up here and come back in. Now, the progression here, if you want to do a progression, is you have your weight challenge, whether it's whatever, your bucket, your carry bucket. Let's say this is my bucket. And it's going to be in the hand here. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do the pecking bird. See, and then I'm going to pull that bucket up. So I'm dropping in, and I'm coming back up with my load. You can have a weight vest on, or just put your rod right here. Make sure your toe is straight on. Lift, and you come down and you get that item, and then you pull it back. Or you just simply do bird dog move. See that? And if you're being wonky on your move, Put your hand on the counter, put it on your bar lightly, and go into this move. Keep your chin tucked and come back in. So if you did this whole series of leg levers and now the body lever with a weight or with a weight vest, you are heading for a home run. Good job. Okay? And then you come back. So when you're coming up, you're squeezing your gluteal and you're coming back. Take a breath. You're squeezing your gluteal and you're coming back. And you're squeezing your gluteal and you're going to come back. Squeezing your gluteal and come back. Now you're ready to move. So here I am. I'm either going to have a weight load down here. It's the opposite hand, opposite leg. Okay, when you do opposite, it makes you use your back in a totally different way. Okay, so here I am. I could have a weight load right here that I'm going to go down and pick up. Let's say a bucket right there. Okay, drop your shoulders, tight tummy. I'm going to do that little pecking bird type thing, right? So I'll either have my hand up here and my leg up, and then I come back in, or I will go pick something up. Take a breath and come back in. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. Breath. Sorry about that. Ruby is reading people. Breath. Hold, 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 and come back down. Now, take the same move, and you're going to go down and pick up a carry. It could be a weight, it could be your bag, whatever, okay? So I'm going to come here. I'm going to lift, keep my shoulders down. I'm going to grab and come back up. So here's the deal. Your leg, your supporting leg, is soft. It's not really bent, okay? So I'm right here. And I'm going to go down and pick up a load and then come back. See how I picked up my load? So I'm going to go down, pick up a load, and pull and come back. So I hope you're picking up like one of your weights or something, or your carry, your bucket, your bag. Here I go. And then I come back up. Okay, and I squeeze that gluteal. That is a key move there, to squeeze the gluteal. Okie dokie. All right. Now we're going to bring the whole show over to the chair. All right. So we did a lot of one-legged stance moves in multiple ways, with a body load or with a load. Okay. Now I'm going to go wider than shoulder, and I'm going to do a modified sit to stand. So what does that look like? I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm feeling pressure in the balls of my feet as I soften my knees, and then I go back to my heels. And I act like I'm going to pull my toes up. So I'm slipping a move into the next phase by doing this little shifting. And see, I'm squeezing my calves, and I'm acting like I'm bringing my heels up, but I'm not. See, I'm pushing into the balls of my feet, acting like I'm going to bring my heels up, but I don't really bring them up. Got it? Then I shift back into the heel, and I act like I'm going to pull my toes up. So this little semi-squat, this little semi sit to stand, I'm doing double duty in shifting, because I want to squeeze everything out of this move to strengthen my feet. So shift into the heels, act like you're bringing your toes up. You can do this with or without shoes. And see, I'm hip hinged, just a little, like I'm gonna sit down, but I don't round my back and I don't junt my chin out. Drop your shoulders, tighten, just brace. So I'm gonna come down, semi squat or hip hinge. I'm in my heels. Okay, now I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna shift into the toes. Yeah, my toes are splayed and I'm gonna act like I'm bringing my heels up, but I don't. See, that's the kicker right there. Then shift, go into that semi squat, come up, press into the balls of the feet. Don't necessarily get daylight in between your heels and the floor, but you will be able to get a sheet of paper under your heel. Does that help? Okay, drop your chin. Here we go. Shift. You're coming up. You're going into the balls of the feet. You're putting the pressure in the balls of the feet without lifting your heel totally away from the floor. Then you come down like you're going to sit down. You go into your heels and you definitely bring the balls of the feet up. This maneuver, if you got to where you could do 10 of these and holding and really think about how your feet are working in order to achieve this, you get to where you could do 10, 3 times a week, let's say. And you can do it every day. It wouldn't matter. Do it barefooted, do it with shoes. And I'll show you a modified version of this. Stand up straight. Just stand up straight. Okay, let's pretend you're waiting in line somewhere. Probably at the airport. Anyway, I digress. And all I want you to do is this. I want you to go front to back. You know, you've seen this done in different cartoons and stuff like that. Just a rocking back and forth. That's what we're doing. I'm just bringing it down to more of a science of strengthening your feet. It's this kind of a thing, back and forth. It's that kind of shifting, okay? And then I broke it down and I kept your feet close to the floor so that you had to really dig in to those muscles in the front of your leg and the back of your leg, and especially your feet as you're doing this, okay? So when you get to doing something like that and you have a weight vest on and you're barefooted, now there you go. That's a move. Okay, so now I'm going to put my little bar down. So we're going to do some sit to stands, and we're going to add something on the very bottom of it, okay? So we're going to do both feet, and this is where I'm going to pick something up. So when you've had restrictions on your movement, and then you're starting to think about, and you're getting closer to clearance of lifting, you can do a sit to stand. Because even while you're in recovery, you got to live from day to day, right? You're going to be sitting. You're going to be standing. So what I'm going to do is don't worry, Tina. She was shaking her head. Don't do it. Don't do it. I have clearance between 5 and 8 pounds. She said you have to hold both hands. That's what she wants. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, dear. I'll call them back. Not a big deal. Okay, are you ready? So, first big lift. Tina's shaking her head. I can feel it, Tina. I don't know if she's on still. Anyway, all I'm going to do is a sit to stand. This is 6 pounds. Okay? That's my normal lightweight, right? I'm going to come here. If I need help, I will simply drop my shoulders, put my elbows on my knees. I can see where I'm going, and I go into a sit. Okay? And I'm taking 3 or 4 times as long sitting as standing. Okay? That's the formula. So take a breath, drop your shoulders, tighten in on the tummy. So everything that I just took time to tell you to do is the things that you kind of know you should be doing, but you don't take the time to do it when you do a normal sit to stand. From eating, you're sitting down and eating, you're going to get up. 2 seconds to line yourself up. Then you hip hinge. If you need assistance, you put your hands here in a V situation. See, I have the weight. I'm going to do that. I'm just telling you that if you needed assistance, you do that. Or, in my case, see, I have the weight here. I just put my elbows right here. Got it? Big breath. Then I come up to a count of 1, 2. See, I'm not doing anything weirdo with my weights, but I've added 6 pounds to my body. I'm going to go hip hinge. I come right down here. If I need to stabilize, I'll put my elbows on my knees. I'll hang out here for a little bit, and then I'll come down. So why would I put my elbows on my knees? Because I'm trying to mitigate the pull in the abdominal. Okay, so that's where I had surgery. So I'm going to come back again. If I didn't, then I would want more pressure in a sit to stand because that's how you get better. So I'm going to come here. So this is how you start to do some lifting. You use your own body weight and you add 3 to 6 pounds and you hold and then you come up and you just hang on to this with both hands. Then you come down, put your elbows on those knees, hang out down here, keep your chin tucked, take a breath, look over your shoulder, come back down and sit down. So while I'm in the chair now and I'm on, see, I forgot to tell you and point out that I put the 2-inch lift of a pad under there, which makes you go less hard, okay? So I'm going to come here. We're coming into the end, and I'm going to just do a knee extension, see? So I've got my weight right here. My back is very extended. I'm opened a little bit. And if you've had a lot of medical issues, if you've had a lot of joint problems, doing these moves and doing them and holding and doing it in right postural motion is strengthening every bit of your core and your shoulders and your joints and mobility that you're going to need as you're working your way into recovery and into, being healthy again. Take a big breath. So I'm just swinging my legs here. Then I'm going to come down. I'm going to put my elbows on my knees. I'm going to take a big breath, drop my shoulders, press into my heels, release, come up. I'm going to bring it right here. Bring it right here to the center, drop my shoulders. I'm going to bring it right there to my shoulder, breath. Right there to my shoulder, breath. And see, this is not hard at all, because I was used to doing, 10, 12, whatever. But I'm going to be working myself back. It's not just my arms. It's my core. It's my back. It's my shoulders. It's my legs. And at the same time that I'm doing this little repetitive, so I'm adding a little repetition today. Big breath, drop my shoulders. Big breath, drop my shoulders. Big breath, drop my shoulders. Big breath, so I'm putting the repetition in. Big breath, drop my shoulders. Breath, tighten, drop my shoulders. And that's where I'm going to leave it right there. So now I'm going to put the weight here and then here. See, I'm just going to cross over. 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 Just cross over. Just cross over. So we've done modified chair squats because we did a sit to stand. We did multiple one-legged stances, impacting the whole front of our muscles and the whole back of our muscles. And now I'm just going to put this with a little repetitive, cross the body, step back, drop into my heel. Cross the body, step back, drop into the heel, okay? As we end up through today, and I want to emphasize upon you today, and this realization came to me loud and clear in this recovery. You can do tons of exercises, but if you do it with poor posture, it's kind of like it's going to be diminishing returns. If you take 2 seconds to just line yourself up, that means brace. That means don't lock your knees. That means drop your shoulders. And now I'm going to put this here because I can hear Tina saying you're holding it with one hand. You're supposed to hold it with two. I hear you. I'm just going to go like this, because when you have a lot of downtime and you can't do a lot of stuff, these kinds of movements that I'm going through right now in a barefooted fashion, using really good postural, so right here and right here, the heel lifts with a squeezing of the gluteal, side to side, then step wide, turn and reach, bring it right back to here, turn and reach. And when you reach, ask yourself, do I lift my shoulders? Yeah, take a breath. See, if you lift in your shoulders, that's telling me that you have some dysfunction or pain. And so we have to figure out, how to not make it worse, but to get stronger. So it's just a press, drop the shoulders, come right here, tap on the shoulders. See how I'm just turning through the whole body? Then I'm going to just turn. I'm not doing a lot of quick moves, especially when I'm turning and twisting. Yeah, because I don't want to break loose anything. Woo! That's not a good thought. Anyway, take a big breath. Then the last thing, if you really want to help through your foot here, just put your foot on the edge of your chair, put it on the edge of a stool, and just drop the heel as you're leaning forward. Just drop the heel as you're leaning forward. Take a big deep breath. Check out your hands. And I hope that you worked through some of those moves and felt it in your legs. So here we go. I don't think I heard anything. I really don't. I promise. Okay.